All right, welcome to That Synth Show, episode 32. We're your host, Synth Samurai. We're back, and a lot of samurais been asking, you're covering the Group Synthesis Third Wave. You're covering the Super Gemini by Udo. Now, how come you haven't talked about the HYDRASYNTH yet? Well, you may not know the HYDRASYNTH is one of my favorite synthesizers. So today, we're going to be covering the HYDRASYNTH. I'm going to introduce you to the team, show you how it is very analog sounding, and how it's one of the best synthesizers at its price point today. Let's go with That Synth Show. All right, welcome back, man. We're back and we're having fun as usual. Welcome all the samurais. Glad to have you here. Anyone new? You're about to get introduced to one of, if not, the greatest synthesizers ever produced in the history of planet Earth of any era, anytime. Maybe? We'll see, but this is the ASM HYDRASYNTH HYDRASYNTH. Now, one cool thing this synthesizer did, all digital obviously, it came out with 4 versions. It's got something for everybody. Came out with the desktop, which is beautiful. Came out with the Explorer, which is mini keys. Came out with the 49 key. And then it came out with the Deluxe, As most of you know, McDonald's, when they brought out that Deluxe, everyone went wild. And I think they might even call the Royale Deluxe in Quebec. That's what a Big Mac's called or something like that. Anyone from Quebec, let me know. The Royale Deluxe? Anyways, the HYDRASYNTH. Now, the beautiful thing about this, it's got polyphonic aftertouch. It's got a ribbon controller. It's got 8 voices in the 3, and then the Deluxe got 16, double the voices. And the Deluxe is also bitimbral, split. I mean, come on. Can you ask for anything more? And so what we're gonna do today is we're gonna listen to some sounds, and I'm gonna introduce you to the team. So before we get started, let's jump on over here. This is the channel. Go like, subscribe. If you're into what I'm doing, do it. If you're not, then hang out, take a hike, do your thing. It's all good. All right, so let's go. Let's jump over here and listen to some quick sounds. So one of the things a lot of people have been saying is the HYDRASYNTH is metallic-y and, it doesn't got that analog goodness and, it doesn't got that sweet sound. So I beg to differ because I found this demo, from Synth Universe, and it blows it out of the water. Synth Universe, get over to them, like, subscribe, share their videos. They do amazing demos. They're awesome. So, but before we get to them, let's jump over to our boy with the best hair in the synth industry, Daniel Fisher, with a quick little intro demo to hear some of the sounds that the HYDRASYNTH brings in its regular form before we get to that sweet analog sound that all you haters are going to be like, man, I think I got to get one of these. Let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Daniel Fisher here at Sweetwater Sound, and this is the HYDRASYNTH Deluxe by Eshin
What's up, Daniel, my boy? Okay. We like it already. Digital, baby, but come on. Dual engine setup, 16 voices. Like we said, the original's got 8, this got 16. And when you split it, you can hit it. $70-note key bed featuring poly aftertouch. Key split, dual voice mode patches, 8 independent voices each. Now, come on, you split that puppy up with that polyphonic aftertouch. Make your head explode if your headphones are turned up too loud. Four-octave ribbon controller, that's that little slider up there. And you see that little plate on the side there, the HYDRASYNTH Deluxe plate where you can put your laptop, your drum machine, couple guitar pedals, whatever you want. That's what Korg should have done instead of leaving 2 big chicken finger plates on each side. They should have just had one, extended the user interface, less menu diving. Let's go. 6 LFO envelope split mode. Let's jump over and see real-time performance. Are there demons trapped in there? Is Daniel Fisher a guardian angel trapping demons in the HYDRASYNTH? Sounds like... Okay, so this is SWEETWATER. This is their demo. Daniel Fisher, greatest hair in town, an amazing demo artist. And I gotta say, just listening to that, I'm like, this thing is nuts. Now, for all the haters that say this thing sounds too digital and metallic, let's jump over to our friends at Synth Universe and check out what it sounds like, a little bit of analog-y sweetness. Wow. Okay, so right off the bat, sounds insane. Let's jump to another patch. Synthesize. Crazy. Let's see what we got going on with the vintage keys. Not bad. Let's jump to warm and mellow. Sweet, let's jump to one last one here, vintage. All right, so you tell me what you think down in the comments. Is that sounding analog enough for you? I think it sounds analog as a mother. You know what I'm going to say after that, but I can't on YouTube because there might be some children watching. So that is analog as heck, you know? And I think as far as beauty goes, look at this thing. Look at these beauties. I mean, come on. That thing is gorgeous. So that's what it sounds like. If you like it, let's go look at what this baby costs real quick before we meet the team behind a Shun sound machine. If you want to get the 49 key over at SWEETWATER, $1,099. That's cheap. You want the Deluxe, $1,599 on sale, $200 off. You want the desktop version, $700. Nothing to it. And if you want that Explorer, throw it in your backpack. Not a lot of metal, just plastic, $600. Okay? So I never included a Shun sound machine in the poor man's synth winners category. Behringer's always been the king, but I'll tell you what, our Chinese friends over here have really done a job on this synthesizer. And if you're thinking about getting a mini Moog, sorry for all the linguists, mini Moog, if you're thinking about getting a mini Moog, head over and get a Shun sound machine for $1,600. I bet you can load in mini Moog sounds into that. Sound exactly the same. Synthpunk, I want you to get one of these HYDRASYNTH Deluxes and compare it to the mini Moog. You'll send that back, I think, in a day or two, man. I think you will. All right, so let's go meet the team behind the Shun sound machine. All right, here it is. We got a eclectic group of diverse individuals, you know. First up, we got Fanny Chang. Cheng. Fanny Chang. All right, Fanny's born in Hong Kong, grew up in Toronto. Shout out to the Canadian lady, Miss Fanny. You know, she started playing piano, obviously, as most Asians do, pretty much right out of the womb. She can also play saxophone too. So come on, give me a break. She knows what she's doing. Bachelor's degree in commerce. Her dad owned a company called, what was the company called? Medeli. She became executive chair there. Bopped around. Anyway, she loves electronics, electrical music. Her dad was an electrical engineer. Talented as heck. She said, you know what? I see an opening. I'm going to start a synthesizer company. So who did she go pick? A boy, Glenn Darcy, all right? CEO, Big Glenn. Now, for those of you who don't know Glenn, in 1986, Glenn got his first job as a electronic music manufacturer at 360 Systems, all right? Tech work, boom. Then he went and worked for Roland, US, tech repair, boom. Moved up in that company. Technical product manager at Pro Audio division of Roland. Give me a break. So Glenn's knows what's going on. Also worked with Akai Professional, you know, and he went and worked with Arturia, okay, as a product manager. So this cat, Big Glenn, knows all about synthesizers. And to have a guy like this here behind this machine, you know you're in good hands because you're in Glenn's hands. Glenn Darcy, baby. Nice. Then we got Daniel Troberg. This guy was an epic musician growing up. He's head of VP Sales and Marketing, and I'll tell you what, he's done an amazing job VP Sales and Marketing, okay? Beautiful communicator, team player, you know? Grew up around electronic music. As you can see his photo here, he's got it all, baby. He's got it all. So he knows what he's doing. You know, studied at the School of Audio Engineering, as well as worked in musical retail, renowned synthesizer shop Jam in Sweden. So that's our boy, Daniel. Then we go to Dominique. Dominique loved making music, started producing music. 2009, was a DJ, you know, performed in a music duo called the Polly Pumpkins. I love that name, you know. Focused on electronic music for synthwave to chill out. So he's into senior product and design manager. Attaboy, Dominic, you the man. Let's move on over. Now we got Ken Pierce, traveling the world, all right? Traveling the world, listening to music, making music, teaching sound design. You know, he's got involved in the intricacies of synthesis and sampling techniques of hip-hop. Ken began performing beat battles and showcasing events across the East Coast, sharing knowledge with wherever we went. Ken's the product specialist. You're in good hands, guaranteed. Let's move over. If I get your name wrong, sorry, my man. Ji Young Cheng, engineer and musician. Singing since age 9. So, you know, the Asians, man, they're beautiful. We talked about it. They're the best. Are they the smartest? Looks like it. All right. Age 11, discovered computer in his father's office. Obviously, what did he do? He learned computer at age 11. You know, was a computer science. Middle school, he taught himself C+ language. So guess what? He Yang Cheng, lead engineer, product manager. He's the man. In college, he studied guitar and keyboard, formed a rock band as lead singer, and joined Medeli under Our Lady Fanny. Attaboy. Then we got Banner Zhu, lead engineer. Banner was born in Shanghai, interested in electronic products. His first job after graduation was software engineer, so another genius behind the synthesizer here. In 2016, he joined the R&D department at Medeli as an embedded software engineer. Fanny headhunted him, boom, I shouldn't sound machine, all right? He became project manager and began his work on the ASM sound project. So we got some heavy hitters involved. Who do we got next? Bobby Liao, DSP algorithm lead. Now, the HYDRASYNTH is packed full of those beautiful algorithms, and in 2013, after graduation, he joined Medeli as an audio algorithm engineer. His first came into contact with electronic music instruments in Medeli. So this guy started late and was like, you know what? You just get addicted to the sound. You get addicted to synthesis. You guys know what I'm talking about. We're all addicted to sound. We're hunters, sound hunters, looking for the biggest wave we can find so we can surf it into the darkest corner and bring it into the lightest star to take us straight to space, baby. So that's Bobby Liao. We love you, man. And who else we got over here? Last but not least, Randy Lee, Beta Lead Documentation. Randy worked with several MI companies over the years, ever since he decided to stop touring and get a real job. Well, now he's got a real job with some real machines. Did a bunch of beta tests on synth and audio products. The Andromedon, you know, Kibu's favorite, Masterlink, HD24 Fusion, management and developed music content for a couple drum products too. Former clients included M Audio, Piano Disc, Nectar Technologies, Line 6, Medeli, freelance technical writer for Arturi and Presonus. He's a legend, all right? So he joined ASM full-time 2022 as QA Manager Plus, where his main duties will be managing the beta teams and the forums. Legend, attaboy Randy, okay? So that's our teams, That's the teams. So we get the HYDRASYNTHs. You tell me what you think. These babies are cheap, And in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think that this is the most underrated, epic sound producing, sonically extravagant, sweet sounding, beautiful box of pure goodness. So if you're looking into getting into synthesizers and you want to try it out and you want some digital, you want wavetables, you want sound creation, you want effects, you want polyphonic aftertouch, you want modulation, you want the mutants. This got full of mutants, And I'm not talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles either, but it sounds like they're inside of it sometimes, you know what I mean? All right, so that's the ASM HYDRASYNTH. Tell me what you think down in the comments. I think it's amazing. To me right now, I think this blows away the third wave, and it blows away the Super 6 Gemini for one reason only: price, okay? And I think I'm gonna buy one. I might buy one. I say I'm gonna buy everything, and I usually don't, but I might buy this one. So I hope you enjoyed this show, the ASM HYDRASYNTH, the greatest synth ever invented in the history of the whole galactic universe, in my opinion, for today, because my opinion changes. So I love you, and thank you for watching that synth show.